Because I'm a baller like that. Yeah, I was going to ask you who that was.
It's Jason Witten.
Friend of yours? You're all just some dude.
You know who he is.
Yeah, when I used to play whatever, I guess it was James Madden or John Madden or something with Scott.
Did you say James Madden?
Whatever. They're all the fucking same.
So, okay.
It's just some book of the Bible, Madden, right? Is that how it goes?
I have a fantasy football. You don't do fantasy football.
I don't. But you do it. You have two, right?
Oh, yeah, I do two of them.
Okay.
But the one I'm the commissioner of, I mean, like I host.
You're the boss?
Yeah.
You host it here?
Yeah.
How many people?
10 teams, so 9 other people. I mean, including myself, so 10. But I named it Sons of Madden.
Oh.
Pretty clever right now.
Is it?
Yeah, because Madden is all about football, and then Sons
right,
of
James Madden.
Yeah, Sons of James Madden.
Yeah.
Jonathan Madden.
Yeah.
Really.
It's a football motorcycle gang.
Yeah. No, we're not a gang. It's a fucking club. Okay?
It's a football motorcycle
welcome
club.
to the Fighting Stacks Studios.
Fighting Stacks 1? Or just Fighting Stacks Studios? I'm sorry, dude. I messed it up already.
What is it, a 1? Do I need to put a 1?
Nah.
I was going to put an anchor right there. To just because.
Why?
Just because I have an anchor. I really do.
A real anchor?
Yeah.
What are you going to put it on the wall with?
It's
You're all,
a couple,
lag bolts.
Yeah, a couple
bolts, whatever
couple
it takes.
thumbtacks.
Couple thumbtacks. So what's up, man? How have you been?
I'm fantastic. I've been doing fantastic.
I hear you've been busy.
Yeah, the whole change, the sex change, it changes like my voice sometimes, but other than that,
You had to get new clothes, new shoes.
Yeah. Well, all my clothes are already big at the top,
Right.
just because I'm gaining weight.
Gotcha.
You know what?
But I meant like skirts and dresses.
Right. Well, I'm doing skorts.
Yeah, you and Kevin Smith, right?
Yeah.
He calls them shants, but
it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Do you like those headphones?
These?
Yeah.
Yeah. I use them when I go running sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
But you take out the cord, right? You just go Bluetooth?
Yeah. You know, I tried doing Bluetooth to my MacBook here and then playing drums to it. Mm-hmm. You know how fucking awesome that would be?
Did it work?
It's like a slight delay, like a tiny one. So like it fucks up everything.
Fucks up your timing?
Yeah. Not that I have any timing, but the timing that I do have.
Well, you're never going to get timing if it's fucked up like that.
It's crazy fucked up. But I mean, just think of how cool that would be.
That'd be amazing if it was real time.
Or maybe if
this lag bullshit.
If I get like, do you think like the more expensive ones that you get, like it would probably have a better connectivity?
I don't think so. I just think that Bluetooth isn't there yet. You know what I mean?
I mean, it should be. I was thinking about getting those little.
There's a lot of shit that should be.
Those iPhone. I mean, those earbuds. Those Apple earbuds.
What are they called?
Airbuds. Isn't that a movie with a dog?
Wait, they can't be called that, right?
Wait, but it's Disney. Wait, is Disney and Apple?
They're called AirPods or something like that.
Oh, I thought it was
right?
Airbud. Although that movie is a good movie.
Disney and Apple are not together.
That is a good movie. Imagine if they were. That would just be.
That'd be all of the money.
Yeah, that'd be fucking ridiculous.
That would be all of the money. So, there's a new apparel company in San Antonio.
Apparel?
Oh,
apparel.
Yeah,
okay.
like they make shirts and hats and probably more than shirts and hats. But as far as I know, so far it's just shirts and hats. They're brand new.
Right.
They're called Bare Knuckles. BEXAR.
Right.
Knuckles.
Okay. Like Bear County.
Yeah. And they're on Instagram, Twitter, and shit like that. Probably they are on Facebook. And their website, I think, is under construction. But I was talking to this dude. I saw him. I don't know how I found him on Instagram or some shit, but I was talking to him about why did he do it? Why did he start up an apparel company? And he said that, you know, like if you're in Dallas, then you've got all kinds to choose from as far as like representing Dallas. You can wear Cowboy shit, you wear Maverick shit, you can wear Stars shit, you can wear, I don't know, other shit. But here in San Antonio, if you want to rep San Antonio, you really just have the Spurs, and that's kind of it. So that's kind of why he's doing it,
right?
You know, so that people can represent. And I saw this hat that he was selling, and it reminded me of you, so I got it.
Oh, badass!
Is that cool?
Hell yeah,
it looks
dude.
like STAX, right?
It looks exactly like, well, not exactly, but
yeah, I mean,
you
that's
can,
fucking cool as
you
shit.
can kind of make
you can make STAX out of that.
Well, that was how it all came about. It was supposed to be
San Antonio, Texas.
Yeah, but the way I'll say it, like, it doesn't sound right. Finding STDX or STDX, or it doesn't sound right. And then the way it just works.
That's not what I tell people.
What do you say?
I say the ST is Steve and the AX is Alex.
That was the whole point. Well, I mean, but it made sense because the letters. It's like like whenever when two people get together, you know how they make the
Pam and Jim was Jam.
Yeah, Jam or Pim.
I think they went with Jam. They're called them Jammers, all the relationshipers.
Right.
I can't think of any other ones.
Brangelina.
Oh, yeah, that.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, those things. But now that's how the STAX came about.
Yeah, Benifer. Yeah.
That was fucking terrible. Wait, are they still together?
Cool. He married a different Benifer, and now they're getting a divorce. But Benifer was J-Lo and Ben.
Oh, and they got together from that. Did you ever watch that movie?
They were together before that.
What was it called? Fragile?
Gigli. No, I never saw that. But they were in fucking movie where they were in a movie Jersey Girl. They were in Jersey Girl together.
Oh, she was the mom, right? Wasn't she like something like that? Where she like
I guess she was
but it was like she died like really early.
Well, that's because Geely didn't do well, and so the Weinstein dudes pulled Kevin aside and were like, we got to do something about this Benifer thing. And so, like, they basically, I think she was in like half the movie, and they just cut her out and fucking moved on.
Wait, they cut her out of it? I thought it was or maybe that's why they said she died.
Right, she died. She was. I think she's in like the first 5 minutes, but she was in like the first 45 minutes. And they just decided that she died.
Oh yeah, my girlfriend. Yeah, she fell off a cliff.
Anyway,
she
so
died.
this hat is for you, dude.
Perfect.
And it says Bear on the underside of the bill, and that's the.
I definitely got to represent.
I just thought it was a really cool fucking hat.
I like it, and I like trucker hats. I haven't had one in like. Wait, I do have one.
I don't think I've ever had a trucker hat.
I used to have one. I had a Blink-182 one, and I don't know if it was the same night of the Blink show, because you remember like Verizon Wireless Amphitheater. There used to be one in San Antonio, like Retama Park or whatever the hell. I think I got it from there. But anyway, we got super
I saw
drunk.
A bunch of fucking shows there.
Like that was the badass place.
That was great.
I love that place. So anyway, like we got like super wasted one day. Like
I think that's where I saw Plus 44.
Leaving like some party in like New Braunfels or something like that. And I don't know why, but he was wearing my hat, my buddy Pete, and we were super wasted. And he was like, "I gotta throw up," and I was like, "Well, let's fucking pull over."
Way.
And he's like, "Okay." And so we pulled over. He opened the door, but instead of throwing up on the floor, he took off the hat and threw up into the hat. Instead of on the floor?
So instead of on the ground outside of the vehicle?
Yeah.
What a sweetheart.
And so I was like,
so this is the first time I've heard this Pete name, so I'm assuming y'all have lost touch.
No, you've heard Pete. He was with Darshan or whatever. But anyway, but that was my last trucker hat. and it was a Blink one, and it was cool. I had that little.
That is a terrible hat to throw up in because it's all just gonna fall out, man.
And then he's all, I'm so sorry. And I was like,
You just pushed him out.
I was like, hey, what's that over there? And then just like fucking closed the door, took off. But no, and we just left it there. I was like, there's no way.
So you littered. Son of a bitch.
Well, at that point, it was already covered in vomit, so I figured that became biodegradable at that time. So
that makes
it was pretty much we're helping. You want to fact check that?
No, that checks out.
All right. But so I just left it there. So
I can't remember. I really don't think I've ever owned a trucker hat.
well, because if you own one, it's gonna look a little
Hillbilly,
big time.
right? Not a little hillbilly.
Yeah, like me, it'll be kind of like it's a little cool. It's not as stereotypical, but if you wore one, it'd be like.
So basically,
people would be taking pictures like, come on. Like if you see like a black couple in line and they have like just strollers full of grape soda or something.
Oh, thank God! I thought you were gonna say something else.
What do you think?
I thought you were gonna say watermelons. They just had a grocery cart full of watermelons.
No, but true story. I really saw them. They had like 6 packs of grape soda, and I was like, whoa.
Is that all they had?
Yeah, and I was like, look at that. And then I looked in my basket, it was just like all chorizo and pork rinds and Big Red. And I was like, this makes so... And I had like...
Big Red is a local San Antonio favorite. I don't think they have it in most places. It's like, it's red, but it's like a cream soda flavored.
You know, it's very cool. I'm glad we brought that up, the Big Red thing, is because I was watching this movie that I recommend to everybody.
What it's called?
It's on Netflix.
That's a weird name for a movie.
It's on Netflix?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So whenever the next time...
Oh my gosh, let's make a movie called It's on Netflix. But it's just, we'll just do half the movie will just be like interstitials, just, you know, like we'll just show like a bird flying away or like water running. Like half the movie will be that.
Will Arnett already did that.
Oh, God damn it.
It was called Netflix Live. And so he would like go to the like an office, like a workspace or something like that. And he would go into like it would be just looking right at a copy machine. He's like, look at that copy machine.
With his voiceover?
Yeah, and it pushes out about 40 papers in a minute.
That dude is so fucking funny. Do you watch BoJack at all?
I haven't. It's on my watch list or whatever. But anyway, this movie's called I Don't Feel at Home on This Earth Anymore. Wait. No, I Don't Feel at Home in This World Anymore.
Yeah, I've heard of that. Who's in it?
It's it's your boy Elijah Wood, Frodo.
That's why I've heard about
Elijah Wood, and then Melanie Linsky, I think is her name.
Okay.
She used to come out on 2.5 Men. She was the spy or the creepy girl of Charlie.
Okay.
She was very silly. She also came out in that HBO show called Together. Is it Together or Togetherness? I don't know. It got canceled after 2 seasons. Those are the Duplass brothers.
Oh, I love those dudes too.
Oh man, that show was so fucking great. But it's that same girl. But that movie has got to be like one of the... Like, I did not see any of this shit coming. It was just...
Really?
It's fucking amazing. Like, I'm surprised. Like, everybody liked it. Like, my wife was just like, wow. Like, we actually stayed up. Like, no one closed eyes. Like, we didn't have to split it up into, like, 2s or 3 times. You know, usually, like, 95% of...
sleep or what?
Yeah. Like, 95% of the movies... Not TV shows, but movies.
You gotta watch them in installments.
We watch them, because you're fucking beat. Right. You know what I mean? Working.
By the time you have a chance to watch a movie, you're so fucking tired.
10:30, and then at that time you're just it's chill.
You get about 30 minutes in, and then one of you is snoring.
Yeah, and most of the time it's half the time it's like it's between us. It's a toss up.
Sure.
But that movie, like we fucking stayed up. Man, it's amazing.
That's like funny. I just did that last night. Not with that movie, with a different movie. It fucking blew me away on Netflix.
Well, what is it?
It's called The Fundamentals of Caring. It's a Netflix original. It stars Paul Rudd and Selena Gomez.
I saw that. That was good.
You watched it?
Yeah, I saw it when it first came out.
Dude, yeah, it's been on my fucking... It's been in my queue for a long time.
That was actually a really good movie.
I really liked it. Really
that was
liked it.
That, you know what? That was another movie like we just kept watching all the way through, and we didn't stop. Like no one fell asleep or anything.
Yeah, like I didn't even get up to go to the bathroom.
That's a good
I didn't get up
testament. Like I would give that a 5-star.
But you can't do that anymore, right? But now it's just thumbs.
I don't know.
Mine changed to just thumbs. It used to be 5 stars, but
For you.
how dare you? It used to be 5 stars, but now it's just thumbs.
It measures your hands. Like it's the phone is so smart that it picks up the size of your fingers, and it's all. Holy shit! Well, okay, just all thumbs.
We're just gonna go with thumbs.
Yeah,
with this,
because everybody else gets 5 fingers.
Oh yeah,
You know
so
what
5 fingers. It's just
Or
thumbs for this
most
asshole.
people, yeah. But you, it's just
That's cool.
thumbs.
I
They,
can dig it.
they think you just type with 2 thumbs. You know what I mean?
I do.
Oh.
I do. Hey, but back to this bare knuckles
Right.
apparel. I obviously had to go to the dude to pick these up because I just bought them off. I saw a picture of it on Instagram and just sent him a message and was like, I need it. So then I went to go meet him to pick it up, and
So you just message them for anybody listening that messages the.
yeah, because their website's not up yet, and so I just messaged him on Instagram, and because there's another one that he did for I guess it was for Pride Week or Gay Pride Week or whatever, where the bear is rainbow.
Oh, cool.
And a friend of mine is a gay dude, and he's a bear, and like his social media name is his name is Ted.
Wait, when you say he's a bear, what does that mean?
That means he is a fat hairy gay guy. That's all that means. There's different categories of gay people.
Because
There's
I don't
bears
understand.
and otters and
wait, what?
otter. Like that's like I think that's like a skinny hairy dude. Like Moser, Scott Moser is an otter. I don't know if I can.
What would I be considered? Sexy?
Yeah, just sexy.
No, it would
you
just-
wouldn't be a bear because you're not hairy.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Because I don't have any hair. I can accept in like a Wolverine. Like it's hard to pee. It's like it just traps it in all the hair. Like I'll shave it.
It's just a sponge. Anyway, so when
So you're a bear.
I would be a bear. Yeah.
Would be.
But in like 2 or 3 more years, I'd be a polar bear.
In 2 or 3 more years?
You. A polar bear is just old.
I know, but
Nobody likes you.
I'm just saying. I mean,
Fuck off. So
it's like a polar bear who got a little sun.
So
That's a little sun in.
so my friend Ted, his social media name is Teddy Bear, BEXAR, and he's gay, and so
Oh, so that works out
right.
fucking
So it's a
perfectly.
rainbow bear, and so I just as soon as I saw that, I had to buy it for him, and I was like, they're not all rainbow, right? And the dude was like, nah. I go, cool. Well, then I need 1 rainbow and 3 not rainbow ones. And so then I had to go meet him.
So why wouldn't you? You don't like the rainbow ones?
I like it just fine, but I'm not.
You know, it's funny is that like, I mean, my daughter likes rainbows, but my son likes rainbows a lot. He's all like, "Oh, there's rainbow."
Everybody likes rainbows.
Everybody likes rainbows.
What about that idiot with the double rainbow? He really was into rainbows.
Yeah.
So when I went to meet this dude to pick up the hats, I kind of gauged his interest about being on the podcast, and he was down. And he was telling me why he did it, and you can cut this out if you want, but I thought it'd be cool if he was on the show.
Why would I cut it out?
Well, if you don't want him on the show, then cut it out. But no, I thought it'd be really cool. He's a local San Antonio boy who really loves San Antonio, and
I love anything representing San Antonio.
right, and we're
Or
San
South
Antonio
Texas
boys
or
who love
anything
San
like
Antonio. So I just thought it'd be fucking.
I love anything. I mean,
Really cool.
our whole logo has Texas in it, so
That's the truth, Ruth.
it worked. I made my own playlist for today, and it specifically has 3 bands on there. It's Deftones, Thrice, and Rise Against.
I saw. Where the fuck was I? I saw a girl who looked like she was like 9, and she was wearing an Alkaline Trio T-shirt.
Badass.
But then her sister, who looked like she was, I don't know, maybe 11, was wearing, one of your other favorite bands.
Tool,
No.
Rage.
No.
It'd be awesome if it was
It was a small band.
Oh, okay.
I
Like
don't
hot
know.
water music or something.
No. But I was just
That would
like,
have been badass too.
what the fuck? And I wanted to take the picture to show you.
That's a little
but
weird.
You can't take pictures of minors.
And then you're all, I had to find that out the hard way.
But my probation officer said I'm not allowed to take pictures of minors.
It's not your fault, Steve.
I know, right?
That's what I always say.
It is not my fault.
Do you need another drink?
Yeah.
We'll go fucking make it. Just kidding. I'll get it for you.
I have something I think is super interesting to talk about.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, let's take a break then. And
Yeah,
we'll start it up whenever we get back. Okay,
I
bye.
can't believe that it wasn't all over the fucking place. It was the weirdest news story I've ever seen.
Maybe it matches up with the one I have.
Oh man, it'd be so cool if it was the same one.
We'll see who tells it better. I'm just kidding. 7, 4, 2, 1, go.
I stumbled across this weird internet story,
I thought you didn't surf the internet. I'm just kidding. You do that.
and I
Yeah.
figured it would be an awesome thing for us to talk about.
Let's do it. Come on, go. Hurry.
Are you familiar
Why
with?
are you taking so long?
Are you familiar with the sour toe cocktail?
Yeah, that... Dude,
That's not really it.
I fucking shit you not.
You're kidding me.
Let me click on it. Let me
Fuck
see.
off. Really?
And I was going to bring it up because we are drinking whiskey. It's a Canadian.
It is a Canadian. Okay, so I went down the rabbit hole on this thing because
Did you find something about it?
freaked me out. Yeah, I found all kinds of shit about it.
So someone stole this human toe.
Yeah, but before we get there,
okay.
let's talk about how it came to be.
Okay, go.
So back in 1973, there's this hotel in Dawson City in the Yukon in Canada, wherever the fuck that is.
Yukon territory.
Dawson, Yukon.
Yeah.
And basically, they have this tradition. This tradition is exactly what it sounds like. It's an actual human toe that has been dehydrated and preserved in salt and used as a garnish for a drink of your choice. You can drink anything you want. Check it out. These are the rules. Check it out.
It's for any drink? I thought it was just whiskey.
It started off as just that.
Okay.
It's like a whiskey sour. But the rules have changed in the past 27 years.
Because does it get like exotic with like toe fungus?
No.
Like does he?
Nope.
Do you pay
Not at
extra
all.
for that?
The sour toe can pair with any drink, but there's one rule. You can drink it fast, you can drink it slow, but your lips have to touch the toe.
Is that like the Mexican worm, like in the tequila bottle? Like you gotta.
Yeah, but you're supposed to bite the word. So, okay, so
So how many toes do they have, like at their dispense?
okay, a few. There's a couple of them.
So after you're done with one,
The one that got stolen is the 10th one that they've had since they started. But there's 2 or 3 of them in use.
is this similar to
concurrently.
like if a fine establishment has a nice looking glass and you're like, hey, that glass looks pretty nice. I think I want to take it. Just leave a $5 tip or $7 tip.
It is kind of like
it
that.
Something like that.
And so, like, people. So, in 1980, somebody got all drunkified and they were leaning back in their chair as they were drinking and they fell and
And choked on it.
they swallowed the toe.
There was just some guy just fucking waiting around with him, taking a shit, like waiting to sip through his shit.
And so that was the number one. That was the first toe, and that one was not recovered. They didn't get that one back. Since then, 7 more toes have been donated to the bar. People just donate severed toes to this bar.
So how much does it cost to have that, like, put in your drink? Or is it just like on the house?
That I don't know. I'm sure it's not on the house because it's a thing to
delicacy.
get people to come in, you know. So I'm sure it's not free. I don't know what it costs,
You want to try it?
but no, I don't.
No, I mean like right now. I took a bath earlier, so it's not that bad. Let me see.
So the number 2 toe was donated after an amputation due to an inoperable corn.
So that's not a toe. That's just like
No, it was the
cartilage.
whole toe that they cut off because there was this corn on it that they couldn't get off. Ooh. Ooh. Number 3 donated was from the victim of frostbite. It was also accidentally swallowed.
But does that give you like extra taste? I mean, what is so special about it?
It's fucking gross. That's what's so special about it. It's unique, and it's something that they probably give you a fucking hat or a shirt or something, you know? Number 4 was an anonymous toe. Somebody just donated a toe.
They just gave you like a Ziploc full of ice and then a fucking toe.
Later, it was stolen by a hunter. What? Toes 5 and 6 were donated
toe hunters are big in the Yukon territory.
Toes 5 and 6 were donated by a Yukon old-timer in return for free drinks for his nurses. Toe 7 was an amputation due to diabetes.
The diabetes.
The diabetes.
The dibes.
And toe 8 arrived in a jar of alcohol with the message, "Don't wear open-toed sandals while mowing the lawn."
I do that all the time.
On August 24, 2013, a man ordered a sourdough shot, swallowed it, paid the $500 fine, and left. He slammed $500 down on the table and left. Like he did it on purpose. That's disgusting.
Like my face has just been cringing the entire time.
That's the only time that the toe has
when I
been
read that,
deliberately swallowed.
I read that and I was like, oh, what the fuck? And that's on the top of my list to talk about. But I'm glad you brought it up.
The toe?
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious.
And I'm just curious, like how much it costs to have a drink. Like after you're done with it, they take it out and do one of those whipper things.
Well, they put it back in the salt. I'm sure they rinse it off and they put it back in the salt.
Like they just give like a once over.
No, I'm sure they run it underwater and then put it in the salt.
And what salt? Bath salt?
They store it in salt.
Oh, they put it in bath salt.
That'd be fucking nuts. They store it in salt. And so because that dude just drank it and slammed $500 on the table, then they changed the fee. Now it's $2,500 if you steal or swallow the toe.
And it's just one place in Canada?
In Canada.
That's...
that is the most amazing thing that I've ever heard.
No,
and
like that's fucking hilarious because that's what I was going to talk about. I mean, one of them. And also, for Father's Day, you said you were sick, right? For Father's Day, what happened? Mm-hmm. Did you have too many Arnold Palmers or?
I don't know what it was. I want to say that I had food poisoning, but
where did you go the day before?
Nobody else.
Where did you go the day before?
Nobody else that was with me had food poisoning.
Where did you go the day before? You don't want to mention it?
No, I don't. So that toe got stolen recently. That's why it was in the news. But then they got it back.
So it got returned?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that because they don't want to pay $2,500.
So the Royal Canadian Mounted Police say the toe was stolen from the downtown hotel Sourdough Saloon in Dawson City.
Sourdough. Did you say sourdough or sourdough?
Sourdough.
It's still sourdough.
Accompanied by a letter of apology. What? So the people who take care of the toes in the restaurant,
there's like a guard.
Yeah, there's people
like
in charge of the toes.
Like the British guys, like they have.
They're called toe captains.
You got to work your way up to that.
I'm assuming.
Last week it was the lettuce.
Will you post a photo of this toe?
Yes. Let's fucking do it. That's fucking terrible, dude. Well, but so seriously, you would not get that?
Fuck no.
So even
it disappeared on June 17th.
So if anybody paid you like $10, you wouldn't have it put in your...
That town is...
How about 11?
It's in the Yukon, about 65 miles east of the Alaska-Canadian border.
How about $11.72?
1174, yes, but 1172, no.
Okay. I'll see if I can come up with that.
So the guy who stole it reached out to the Mounties.
Oh, that's the cops, right?
Yeah,
okay.
They're like the Royal Canadian Mounted Police are like the Texas State Troopers.
The Manitoban.
So he told him he put the toe in the mail and mailed it back to the hotel with a letter that That was
It just said
An apology.
my bad.
located inside the package was an apology letter as well as the stolen toe. At
Was
the
it like-
time that
was
the
it-
package was opened, the toe was believed to be in good condition. Charges are not expected. Oh,
Whoa, wait. So he's not in trouble?
No, because he gave it back. Canadians are so funny. I'm gonna steal his toe. I'm gonna give it back. I'm sorry. Sorry.
How's the boot on Tuesday?
So remember I told you there was toe captains?
Yeah.
Well, guess who's in charge of the toe captains?
Toe mates. Toe maters?
The toe master.
Is there like a sous chef, whatever the fuck?
Look at this.
Let me see the
fucking
picture of the toe.
Is that the most
Dude,
crusty?
that's a fucking mummy finger.
Isn't that disgusting? It looks like it's ripped off. It doesn't look cut off.
That looks like petrified wood.
Isn't that the most disgusting thing you've ever seen?
I mean, I would drink that.
You would not drink that.
Yeah, it just looks like wood chips. That's all it looks like. It looks like bark. I would drink that.
It has to touch your lips.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll rub it on my lips like putting on lipstick or something.
No.
With that. It looks
No.
good. I like it.
Absolutely not.
I was trying to get this video because the title is "Man Gets Hit by Bus, Walks It Off Straight to the Pub." So I was trying to get the video, but it got pulled down, obviously. But it says a man was struck by an out-of-control bus, but managed to walk it off and head straight to the pub. 53-year-old hit by a purple bus in England, and he was catapulted across the sidewalk as debris fills the street.
They have purple buses in England?
Yeah. Smith casually dusted himself off and marched himself straight to the Purple Turtle Bar. There's a Purple Turtle Bar and a purple bus. Wow.
And this is in where?
In Reading, England.
Reading?
Reading.
These fucking assholes. What's with the purple? Why are they into purple so much?
And the bus driver's been taken off the road.
The purple bus driver.
Purple people eaters. Wow. That was another one. That was just fucking weird. But man, that's great, Steve. We're on the same page, buddy. Same page.
That's super crazy, yo.
Oh, and one more. A UFC fighter just this past Sunday.
Died?
That probably would have been better. I'm just kidding.
There was one who died.
In the ring?
Well, he got knocked the fuck out in the ring and he died later at the hospital.
What?
Yeah. I don't remember his name.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's two girls fighting.
Oh, dude, girls don't fuck around.
No, dude, those fights are the best.
Girls are crazy.
Those fights
when they
are
fight.
fucking...
So what about it? Who was it? I used to know a girl who was a MMA fighter. Or trying to be one.
Trying. Her name is Justine Kish and Felice Herrigs? She was getting a rear naked choke. You know what that is?
Yeah.
Like when someone's on your back and then giving you like a guillotine.
Like a fucking monkey?
Yeah. But instead you're
They're
getting
trying
choked
to
the
choke you
fuck
out.
out.
They're just
Yeah.
riding your back and choking you?
So the girl that was getting choked out, she was struggling to get off, to get her off, you know, and she ended up shitting in the ring. I shit you not. The title of the story is #shit happens.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Where did you find that? Was that on YouTube?
It's in Oklahoma City is where it happened. Look, check it out. I'll show you the video. Look at it. You could see. Dude, that's not just like...
That's disgusting.
That's disgusting.
It's not the lady in the blue underwears?
Yeah, the one that's getting her ass beat.
Oh, the one who... Okay, yeah, the blue underwear was beating ass.
Yeah.
Oh my god, humiliating. You got your ass beat and you
And
shit
you
your
took a
pants?
shit in the fucking middle of the ring.
So what happened when the bell rang? Did she get to go change clothes or
Like, everybody was
get
just
back
like-
out there?
Like, she has to have gotten disqualified.
Was that a TKO or something?
That's what I'm saying. She gets disqualified. Like, you're not allowed to
Wow.
shit or piss on anybody. And, like, she's like, there's a technicality. I didn't shit on anybody. I just shit on the ring. And on
I
the
just
ref,
shit on myself, yeah.
On the ref's shoes.
Yeah, right. We just rolled around in it for a while. I mean, what?
Isn't that fucking disgusting?
That.
Can you imagine if you're just like watching, like you're a spectator, and you're just like, wait, why is the fight stopping?
You're just looking at each other. You're like, what?
Because the majority of the time you can't really see the fight.
You can't see a fucking thing unless you're in the ring,
or you watch up on the fucking on the big Megatron, or whatever you call it.
But you can see it on the mat.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and then and it was an aerial view. It's an aerial view, so it just you could see all the blood stains from the fights before, the ones that are currently happening.
Right, and you just look at each other and you're like,
and that's not blood. That is not blood. That's not blood.
What? It's not very solid either.
No, that's what's more disgusting.
If it was solid, we wouldn't know about it.
You would see like a little George Costanza tail.
Was that Shallow Hal?
Yeah.
That was so fucking
That's
funny.
all you would see, but this one that's just fucking disgusting, man. But yeah, so Justine Kish.
Is that the booper?
That's the girl.
That's the booper?
And she's the one that tweeted "shit happens" hashtag. So she tried to get ahead of it.
Wow, good on her.
But I mean, I guess it kind of worked, right? You just make fun of yourself.
Yeah, nobody wants to fight her now. Did she end up losing?
Well, I don't know. It doesn't say.
That's hilarious. It doesn't even say.
That'd be funny if she ended up winning and then she just like, yeah, and then she like wipes her sweat, but it's like fucking shit.
Yeah.
Why are you still?
She's like, yeah.
In your face, bitch. There's like a little whip.
Oh, that's fucking gross.
Yeah. Oh, wait. On the mat, why she struggled during the defeat. Okay, so she was defeated. Publicly.
Well, she was humiliated
and socially. She was defeated socially as well.
That is amazing.
She says, I am a warrior and I will never quit. Shit happens. Be back soon.
I am a shit warrior.
I mean, she lost.
Be back soon after I go to the bathroom.
Wow.
Oh my god.
So I've been playing a lot.
So I'm guessing that her very next fight, people are just going to be throwing toilet paper into the ring.
Oh, that would be fucking great.
I'm going to call it right now. That's what's going to happen.
That'd be boo.
People are just going to be raining toilet paper into the ring.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Everybody in Oklahoma, get busy buying toilet paper.
Oklahoma's not far.
Hey, but don't throw the Charmin. Buy Scott tissue or something. That shit's
No.
gross.
Just buy the one ply. The ones that
Scott tissue.
the ones that they get in bulk, like at the janitor, like the.
You know what? Just steal it.
So how did you like meeting Chef Dady?
Chef Dady was super fucking cool.
Have you gone to any of his establishments since then?
I have. I went to Shuck Shack.
Okay.
The oysters are fucking phenomenal, but wildly expensive. They're $3.
They're $3 a piece.
Yeah. But that's where we went for Sean's birthday. And they were fucking delicious. Oh my god.
So what makes them different than other ones? Because I mean, I've tasted other oysters.
You've tasted ones from the Texas Gulf. These are from like fucking Connecticut and Massachusetts and Maryland and shit like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're from the East Coast. Delaware, like the fucking 13.
Oh, the 13 colonies?
Yeah, they were.
Look at you, a little
so
history
good.
lesson.
Well,
Love it,
all right,
man.
what's
That's
up?
badass. What happened, son?
What's up, puppy?
Let her get out. Get out, Zoe. Okay, Papa, we'll be done in a minute. Okay.
But why? I wanted to play Nintendo Switch.
I know, I will. Do you want to take them with you?
What?
You want to take them with you? I'll play with you in a little bit.
No.
Okay. Then I'll go get you in a minute. Okay? Can you get Zoe out? Get out. Thank you, son. So cute. He starts fucking school in August.
Oh my god, really?
Kindergarten.
Holy shit.
Isn't that fucked up, man?
How are you taking that?
I'm not trying not to think about
What
it.
are you gonna do?
I'm trying not to think about it.
Besides get more work done.
I don't think I am. I think
Well,
I'm just
not
gonna,
the first week you won't.
I'll probably just go wait at school.
You'll just be sitting in the parking lot of
I
school.
think that's what me and Laura already discussed. That I'm just gonna take that whole week off. So, I mean, like, well, not only that, like, I want to go hang out and like just wait, get some tacos and just wait. I go,
Yeah,
like I'm on a stakeout or something.
get some Mary's tacos. Those are the best ones.
That's
man.
where I was gonna go last time because I was gonna get some Mary's tacos, and then on the way back, I was gonna stop at that other store that had the beignets, whatever.
What store is that? Oh, that one that only had them and then didn't have them.
Because the baker guy wasn't there.
Whatever the fuck that means.
I don't know what that means.
That's a terrible business model.
Well,
Hey, we have this one thing that we're famous for, but when that guy is not here, then we don't have them.
We are no longer famous for those because we don't have them
Right.
to offer.
There's a winery in Fredericksburg that the wine's not that good, but they flew a pizza oven from Italy, right? Like a pizza oven, and then they fucking installed it into this place, and
So what's different about it? Just because he uses brick from there, or mortar from there.
Sure. Like it's
Like it holds heat better.
It's made by fucking pizza people. That's what the difference is. It does hold heat better.
It's like those egg
it's like
egg pits things.
And so the pizza is fucking awesome. It's so good. It's the best pizza I've ever had. And until I went to New Jersey. But before that, it was the best pizza I've ever had.
You have a Sbarro's there?
No. But here's the thing. We were a member of that wine club just because of the pizza. But like if there was a game on that he wanted to watch that weekend, he just didn't come in.
Who did it? The pizza guy?
Yeah, the pizza guy.
What sport was it?
It doesn't matter. It was basketball, football, hockey, baseball. Just if he didn't feel like coming in, they just didn't have pizza that day. And so we dropped the wine club because we were in the wine club for like a year, and we went. Well, we were probably in it for like 3 years, but we went like.
Why are you in a wine club?
We're in a ton of wine clubs. You get a discount, and then you get free wine and shit like that.
Well, you pay for it, but yeah.
You pay for it, but so
I'll get free wine from you, like the bottles that you don't drink.
Right.
So cool.
So keep joining the wine
keep doing
clubs,
those wine clubs, bro. I like it.
But we probably went, I don't know, 20 times. We probably went 20 times in the while we were members, and in those 20 times, there was probably 12 of them that guy wasn't there, and that was the whole fucking reason we went. So we dropped the wine club.
Did they have like a comment card?
This isn't that high class of an establishment.
Oh, it's not?
No.
What does that make it high class if they have a comment card section?
Well, caring, I think, makes it a little higher class. But this place just did not care.
Well, if you're that fucking baller to fucking fly a barbecue pit over from a different country.
And then have it installed into your establishment and then just not fucking
and call it an establishment.
Right. It's crazy because there's a bunch of wineries in Fredericksburg, but this one is sort of a little bit off of the path, and so like you have to drive down this really.
It's even more difficult to get to for
but
shittier service.
But it's like you have to drive down this. It's almost like a private road for like 2.5 or 3 miles, but all of the trees are dead with like.
Does it like murder mystery style?
It looks like
Chainsaw Massacre.
Tim Burton. It looks like Tim Burton fucking created. Like it's crazy because they're all dead from the oak fungus or oak wilt or whatever it's called. And so it looks like fucking Beetlejuice. You're driving through fucking Beetlejuice to get there, and then you get there and there's no pizza.
But you're like, oh man, this is so cool. The only thing that I could put an icing on this.
The only way this could be any better. Shit.
This pizza is no longer.
But I mean, whenever it is there, it's really good pizza. It's really good.
What's up, son?
It's better than dough.
I've never even been to Dough yet.
Those guys are fucking assholes.
Okay, son. We're not done yet, bro. Close the door, close the door, close the door. Hi, it's me, Alex, host of the Finding Stacks podcast. I just wanted to take a moment in the middle of this wonderful episode and say thank you for tuning in. I know it's old school, right? But it's true. There are literally thousands of podcasts out there, and you could be listening to any one of them at this moment, but you aren't. You chose this one, and I'm truly grateful, so thank you. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And if you enjoy what's being played in your ears this far, why keep it to yourself? You gotta spread the word! If you have a few seconds, please take a moment to rate the show and write a little whimsical review about it. Or you know what, maybe you hate the show. But just know I don't hate you. I love you. I love you very, 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 very much. But you don't have to take my word for it. Yes, another old school phrase.
Hey there, Randy Jason Sklar here, and you are listening to us on the podcast Finding Stacks.
Hey, this is Bill Watterson, and you're listening to Finding Stacks. And if you're us, then what the hell's wrong with you? And how the fuck did you get this fucking message? Heck.
Be sure to follow the show on Twitter and Instagram under the name @FindingStacks. Or if you really want to get saucy, email me any sorts of complaints, concerns, praises, rants, what have yous, to findingstacks@gmail.com. And for additional content, you can visit www.findingstacks.com. From me, Steve Dave, Alexa, and Suri, and everyone here at Finding Stacks Studios, thank you. Now go on, enjoy the show. My refrigerator, I have a little kitchen out in my backyard. Mm-hmm. It's like a full kitchen. It has a sink.
I've seen it. It's fucking dope as shit.
Yeah, and it has like
It's got a sink, a refrigerator, a barbecue pit.
Yeah,
does it have a burner too, or no?
Yeah, it does have a burner. And then it has
a ceiling fan
and
a light. It's fucking awesome.
It also has a back burner. So like, in a rotisserie thing.
Yeah.
I haven't used it yet.
Is it motorized?
Yeah. You plug it in and then you press the little button.
Fuck yeah, and you got power out there already?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Is it gas?
It's gas, but it's already
it's hardwired to the house.
It's already lined to the house, so I don't need to get like propane or anything like that.
That's fucking dope, dude. Oh my god,
fucking badass.
I'm jealous. I want gas. I've never had fucking gas in any house I've ever lived in.
No,
never,
dude.
I want gas.
That's the way to go. That's how you do it. And whenever I'm flipping tortillas on the stove,
is your wife making?
No.
Oh, okay,
no. Not yet. But yeah, like, I mean, I can't do it. I'm just talking shit. I can't do it. But like my grandma, like, that's how you know, like, you're a Mexican old lady. Yeah, and a badass. Like, of making torts. Like, you put them on the fire, you just flip them with your hands. I'm like, I get like a spatula.
I need tongs, motherfucker.
Anything that's far. Like, I'm a pussy.
The super long tongs.
Yeah.
Barbecue tongs.
Exactly.
Mijo, you're standing at the stove. So you don't need barbecue tongs.
My house isn't that old, so that means my appliances
are 5 years old?
No, it's like 3 years old. Yeah, it's only been 3 years.
Really?
Yeah. And so my refrigerator.
That's crazy. I moved into my house 2 years ago.
Yeah.
You were only here for a year?
A year and a half. Whatever.
Huh, cool. All right, I'm sorry.
And so my refrigerator is making noise when outside.
It's a little one, though, to be fair, right?
No, I mean, it's not like the big...
Right, it's a little, like my beer fridge. It's a little
Right,
one.
it's like a wine fridge.
It's like a dorm fridge or something.
Right. But it's like all... Whatever, it's stupid. Anyway.
It was making a noise?
It's like, it gets loud. Like, it makes like this... And then one of my buddies was
like a buzzing? It's like...
Yeah. And he goes, you got to clean the motor. It's probably just the motor you just got to clean or something. I'm like...
What the fuck does that mean?
He was just like, just try that first. And if not, then you probably have to get it replaced or have someone else look into it and fix it or whatever. So I was like, okay, whatever. I'll get to it. And this was in fucking like week 12 of like football season last year. So it's been a while.
Oh, really?
I haven't used it. Like I just put all my beer or alcohol.
Did you used to just keep beer out there? Or
yeah. That's all I would use it for. I mean, I would...
Did you have beer out there when we had Chris Loxamana on the show and we were out there on the patio?
No, that was broken.
Oh, wow.
Okay. I think, no, I can use it. Like, I'll turn it on, but if I leave it on for like more than a day, at night, it makes the fucking scariest. It sounds like...
And your bedroom is right next to it,
Yeah, and so have you heard of La Llorona? Like,
yeah.
That whole
crying
wives'
woman?
tale? Yeah, like the crying... It sounds like... I've never seen it, but I used to live close to a ditch, like back in my own, like growing up. And so, like, they used to tell stories out there. And I'm like, oh, my God, they walk through ditches. And I'm like, there's a fucking ditch right there. And so, like, every once in a while you would hear something, but I think it's just cars going by or whatever the hell. But that
you know what's really crazy? There was a show called Grimm where they would use all these old, like Chupacabra and all these old tales, ghosts and fucking werewolves and all that shit. And I think they did an episode on La Llorona.
Really?
Yeah, I think they did. I know they did one on Chupacabra. But I think
it's
they
just
did
like a story
of
like we need. Oh, that's what we need to do. Remember, I told you we got to go podcast out
Crystal City.
on the tracks or whatever. We gotta do.
Yeah,
we gotta
Crystal
do all
City.
that shit.
You know what's really fucked up is I was scouring the internet looking for that Crystal City fucking. It's not on the internet. Like it's nowhere.
Maybe they took it off.
Well, like what the fuck?
No, like the ghost.
Like I've heard that the ghost. I mean,
The
I've
kids,
heard.
they got really savvy.
I mean, I've heard that for fucking years, and it's not on the goddamn interwebs.
Dude, it's just go to the south side and I'll just go ask around. At the
Excuse
gas
me,
stations.
Chalet.
Dude, I'm sure like people just they know. I mean, I don't know. I've lived here years all my life basically, and I've never gone.
Well, I've never gone either, but that's because by the time I was
because
old
you're
enough
scared.
by the time I was old enough to have a car and a license, I had kids and responsibilities.
Oh, that's when you got your license the next day after Blaine was born. You're all, I guess I gotta get a license.
You're not far off.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
It was really fucking
Like
close
17
to that.
or something, 18.
Yeah,
no,
I
you were
didn't-
19.
I got my license at 17, and I had Blaine at.
So how was that? Like you were like junior, like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I had Blaine at 18, or right before. No, I was 18, right?
That movie was on the other night, Junior.
Junior was on. Oh, dude! So last night after I stopped watching, what's it called? The Caring or whatever, the Fundamentals of Caring. After I finished watching that, I was still wide awake because it was such a good movie. I was like,
Because your eyes, you couldn't close your eyes because you were crying so much, so
Right.
your eyes burned.
this is
You
fucking
close your eyes.
tears.
Right.
And then
You gotta man up, Steve.
Oh well.
You're like, I was alone, so you can pretty much just cry.
I was crying on Sean's pillow, so it's fine.
If she gets home, she's all, "What the fuck?
Why is my pillow wet?
Why is there mascara on my pillow?" It's all you. You're like, isn't that what it looks like? She's all, she gets the fucking hidden camera teddy bear.
She gets the teddy bear
And
camera.
she
She's like,
sees
you fag.
And she's all like I can just picture you singing like, I want to dance with somebody.
I want to feel the heat.
And then right when the part comes on, but you're gonna do that one thing where you gotta make that weird face that girls do when they put on their makeup. You gotta feel.
I like to do that to her. I like to go, what are you doing with your mouth? What is that?
It's like it's like that elongated face, right? But that's you trying to put on mascara.
Does that help? I don't get it.
And then she just goes, "See, it does help, right?" And you're just like, "You're right."
She's like, God damn it, Steve! I sell Mary Kay. We have waterproof mascara.
But it was like the parents and the kids, like you would fill up their alcohol, you know what I mean, with water. But
You know
this
what's
way,
fucked up? I never ever did that.
Well, neither did I, because
Blaine did.
I would just leave money on the table.
Blaine did. Blaine tells the story because we used to keep our vodka in the freezer. Well, we still do. And apparently one day I was like, hey kids,
I've had about 18 drinks, and I'm not drunk at all.
how come the vodka's frozen?
Oh, right. And they're like,
You got me, man. I don't know.
they didn't think
Blaine
about that.
loves to tell that story. And I'm like, fuck off.
That's pretty fucked up. I wouldn't even thought about that.
Right? Hey kids, how come the vodka's frozen?
Why does my whiskey look like vodka? Fuck if I know.
Got me, old man.
And maybe it's your eyesight. Anyway, so
Yeah,
I was outside, so I decided to pull the refrigerator out to my buddy said to take off
Clean the
rivets
motor or
just clean
whatever,
out the
yeah.
motor. This was like on Saturday or something.
Go to at Finding Stacks on Instagram right now.
You'll
And-
see it. Like
yeah,
I got
it's-
fucking, and like at the end of the clip, you see like the video like fall, but it's because I genuinely got scared
Because he was like,
because I honestly thought he was dead, like because it was
until he looked at you and
Yes,
fucking
and that's-
batted his eyelashes and shit.
and I got. I don't know if there's
'Cause he
any
was
audio.
big, dude.
There's no audio in there, I hope, because I'm like, oh fuck, like
You started screaming like, ah!
Yeah.
You were La Llorona.
that was me. But anyway, so the fridge would make that noise. Like it would make a noise.
Yeah, it turns out it was this raccoon backing his ass up to that fucking heater on the fridge,
on the motor,
screaming like a fucking woman.
I would have to turn off the refrigerator because it would make a noise, like a screeching noise. And
so when you turn off the fridge, it doesn't get all moldy and shit inside?
No, it has good insulation. I mean, I wipe it down and stuff like that. It doesn't get like musty or anything. And so Laura would like wake me up at like 2 or 3 in the morning. She'd be like,
hey,
what the
fuck is going on outside?
What the hell is this noise? I'm like, I would have like fucking chills. I'm like, I don't know.
You're like, I have ear plugs in for a reason.
And I'm wearing my eye covers that says offline.
Sleep mask.
my sleep mask says offline. So I'm just
says ask mommy.
I'm not here. So I would have to go turn it off. So I just stopped using it. But this time I was like, you know what? I'm going to fucking finally do it. I want to have some beers in there for Father's Day or whatever the hell. And so I took it out and I just didn't get to it just because whatever reason. I just didn't get to it. I didn't get to it. And I was like, and Lori goes, you should put the fridge back in just because I don't like the way it looks out there. It just looks very crowded and just looks ugly. Like, because my refrigerator is just pulled out, you know what I mean? And then the tables and chairs are all jacked up, whatever. And so I was like, okay, I'll do it. It's really not that difficult. It's just you got to lift it because it's built into a fucking brick, like a little.
It looks fucking awesome as shit.
You know what I mean? It's like custom. It's like built into brick. So I got to pull it out. Anyway, I was like, I'll do it on Sunday. And she's like, no, it's Father's Day. We're going to go do stuff. And I was like, okay, you're right. All right, so I won't do it. So I didn't do it on Sunday. And then Monday came around. I had a migraine on Monday. On that Monday, the Sunday after Father's Day. Are you listening?
I am.
Okay. So that Monday.
I'm sorry, I just found out that Ben Folds is coming to the Aztec Theater in September.
Wow. That's old school. It really is old school.
Go ahead. I fucking love Ben Folds. I'm sure I'm going to that.
And then that Monday I had a migraine, so I was just like, I did whatever work I could.
Have you been to the
I'm going tomorrow. Yeah. I'm going tomorrow.
Dude, that happens way too much.
I'm getting all these tests and stuff done. Anyway.
That's gotta suck. One time when I was about 12, I think, I was visiting my mom for the weekend. And she was driving, and I was, fucking just sitting in the passenger seat, ignoring my mom, listening to like fucking the new Megadeth album that just came out. It was called Peace Sells. Yeah,
nice.
So I'm listening to that on my Walkman, and
what the fuck is a Walkman, man?
Right? Go to the internet, kids. Run, hurry, and
walk.
She fucking grabbed the side of her head. And I'm like, "What's wrong with you?" And she's like, "Oh my god, I can't see. I've got this migraine." And I'm like, "Well, let me drive." And she was like, "You're 12," and I'm like, "You're blind." And so right at that moment, we hit somebody.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Like a person or just like
a car? We hit another car. Yeah. We just ran over. Just ran somebody over.
Sorry.
We don't talk about that.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah. So migraines are no joke, dude.
Yeah, it's happened to me before.
It happens to you a lot.
But to where I was driving and where I couldn't see. But luckily I was by myself. So I was just like, I had to drive. I was on a highway. I didn't drive 30 on 281. Anyway, so that Monday I had a migraine. So I was just like, I'm not working on shit today because I don't feel great. And then Tuesday morning I wake up and I'm like, okay, it's still there, but I mean, I can still function. And so we let the dog out and she's just fucking barking at my grill. And I'm like, okay, whatever. She's just a weirdo. And so I come into work and then my wife was like, hey, the dog keeps, Zoe keeps barking at shit. Get out, Zoe, get out. And she just keeps barking. Did you close it? Close it all the way so she won't push it. And she just kept barking out there, and she would stick her head in where the refrigerator was at.
So you pulled it out, and then
I meant to put it back in, but right. The one day I could have was on Sunday, but then Laura was like, "Well, it's Father's Day, so don't do anything." I was like, "Okay, whatever," but then she just kept doing that, and then Lori came in and the kids, and they're like, "Hey, Zoe keeps barking at the thing." I think there's something
fucking nuts out there.
Yeah, she kept running, and if we would bring her in, and she would keep scratching at the door and like barking. I'm like,
Trying to get out.
yeah, like I need
She's
to go.
like, y'all don't get it. I'm trying to protect you.
Yeah, and so I was just like, okay, I'll go fucking find out. And I would go, and I stuck my head in there, and I was like, there's nothing fucking in here. Like,
Just I don't know. It's just a burglar wearing a mask. I don't.
yeah, and I heard something move, but I thought it was like Zoe or like a bird or something, and I was like, okay, well, whatever, it's gone. So I wasn't shaking at all. I was like, whatever.
Wasn't shaking.
Yeah, so I came back to work, and she's like, she's still doing it, so you need to go in there.
This is in the middle of the day.
This was like at 9 in the
Okay.
like the day after my migraine, so I was like still like not 100%.
Right.
So I was just like, okay, I'll go check it out. And so I ended up moving the refrigerator like all the way out, like because it was like about a foot outside of it, you know. And so like I stuck my head in, like looking around underneath. I could see underneath the sink. I could see underneath the barbecue pit and shit like that. And in the far fucking corner, I see like this fucking fuzzy thing, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And I was just like, I think it's a badger. It's a honey badger. Like,
Honey, there's a Wolverine in here.
yeah, I didn't even think it was a fucking raccoon. So I was just like, I think it's a badger.
How did he even get in there?
Badgers
He was
are
a
scary.
big motherfucker.
It was open. They could have got in there. It was
But
open like a.
But how
a
long
foot
was that fridge out?
from like Saturday through Tuesday morning?
So he just happens to be like, oh, hey, I could fucking hang out there.
Yeah.
Where has he been hanging out before? I
don't know.
Go back there.
And so I was just like, holy shit. So like I was fucking freaking out. And so like I opened up like behind on the brick side, like on the side of my house.
Is there a trap door?
There's another door. It's where I can stick my hand in, and if I wanted to turn off gas, I can.
Or if you want to get bit
Yeah.
and have rabies.
Right. And so I opened that up, and I was just like, I'll just let him get out that way. And I closed the other one.
You're like,
and then
"Hey,
and
buddy,"
then
you put a welcome mat out there, disco music.
and then I put on the fucking flames. I put on the pit to like try to smoke them out. You know what I mean? And so I put on all 6 burners, closed the lid. That it gets fucking over 500 degrees.
yeah, it gets hot as balls.
It's super
It is over 500.
Yeah, easily. And so that's happening, right? I put it in there, and I'm like, and so Lori's at the door, and she's like, and she's looking at me doing all this stuff.
Did you go back to work, or were you still standing out
I was gonna walk inside, and then she just goes, "Oh my god, it's a snake!" And I was like, "A snake?" She goes, "Look, it's right there!" And like the fucking raccoon that I thought it was like a honey badger or whatever, something, was sticking his hand outside of the brick, holding on underneath. Like, cause there's like a little space to where I can slide like a barbecue pan, like so the drippings of like whatever I'm making falls on this pan. There's a tiny crease, like half an inch easily, like at the most. It was sticking his hand inside there, so you can see his hand outside the brick, holding on. And I was like, ooh. I was like fucking. And I had this like, it was like a paintbrush, one of those long sticks, and I tried to smash his hand, and it was just like, because it had his whole fucking hand out. It was like this. Just imagine this little baby nub.
Oh no, I'm imagining.
But it's like, it looks, she thought it was a snake because
Right.
the 4 toes or 3 toes made like a triangle face, you know, the way snakes have. And so it was just sticking out just like that. And so I tried to smash the fucking little fucking 3 long prong fingernails. It like brought it back in. I was like, oh my god, dude, this is fucking disgusting. It was gross me the fuck out. But anyway, so I did that, and I was just freaking out. Lori was like, "Get your BB gun, get some fucking spray."
You get my BB gun.
And so
I'm trapped out here with a monster.
anyway, so it got scared, and instead of running outside this little fucking baby hole right here that I left open like 3 inches away, he literally, maybe not even 3, maybe a foot away, right behind it. It could have just jumped out, escaped, and ran out. But instead, it went past my fridge into the furthest corner, which is, if you go and look in the video that I put on Instagram, you can see it.
On Instagram at Finding Stacks.
Finding Stacks. You can see it. It curled up right there in the furthest corner. That I couldn't get to him with a stick. I couldn't get.
But he was so big,
It was
dude.
fucking huge.
That was big.
It was disgusting. So I called the exterminator guy, pest control guy, and they're like, "Well, if it's dead, we can come and get it. But if it's alive, I'm gonna have to come back in the morning." I was like, well, you're gonna have to come back in the morning then. And they're like, okay. And I go, but what do I do until then? Because it was like, by this time, I was already fucking with it for like 2 hours, like trying to get it out. You know what I mean? And so he goes, you know what? The thing you gotta do is just like leave the thing open, leave that back panel, leave that open, and leave it open overnight, and it should be gone by the morning. And
They're
if not,
nocturnal, yeah.
Yeah,
You should
so-
leave in the middle of the night.
and so it should leave. And that photo that I have,
but I want hot dogs.
yeah. It's this was in the middle of the day. Like, so whenever I was that video,
9 in the morning. Or
yeah. So that video that I have up there, that was taken like at 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning, like before noon. So it was scared of me. I was scared of that fucking thing. It was a big motherfucker, and I've never been that close to a vermin. You know what I mean? And the guy was like, "Yeah, just leave it open. Hopefully, it'll find its way out, and that's it. And if not, we'll be there with the traps and like those. You know how they have those hooks with like those wires at the end, so they can rope it around the neck.
Yeah, like the dog catcher.
Yeah, what they
On
do
the
with
cartoons?
those crazy dogs. Yeah. He was like, we'll bring those over in the morning, and we'll call you in the morning. I was like, okay, that's fine. He goes, so just close up everything and just leave that panel open, and then he'll just run out there, hopefully. And I was like, okay, cool. So what I did, it was still there in the fucking corner. I was like, fine. I put the fridge in, I just left it. Like, I didn't push it all the way in. I pushed it in probably like 2 inches, 3 inches, to where I was kind of like hanging, you know? I was like, all right, it's trapped there, so it knows it's going to have to go out this one spot. That's the only way to get out. And then the next morning at 8:30 in the morning, we get a phone call, and it was the vermin guys. And they're like, the Joe Dirt guy goes, hey, did it take off? And I was like, I don't know. I got to go check it out. So I got up. I got Zoe out there with me. And I opened up the door, and I was like, whoa.
Now Zoe has AIDS.
No. This is what's fucking crazy.
Now there was 2 of them in there.
No. I went out there, I unlocked the door, and Lori was like behind me, like on my shoulders, like, go find out what the fuck is going on. But then I looked at her, I was like, did you do that? And she's like, I didn't do that.
Do what?
Dude, the fucking fridge was pushed out. That heavy fucking piece of metal was pushed out, and the gap was this open, like maybe 6-inch gap. About that. And then I was like, so you didn't do that? And she's like, no. She's like, why would I do that? I was like, you gotta be.
She's like, when would I?
Yeah, when would I go outside at all? Like, she didn't go outside the entire time, obviously. And so I was like, this is fucking strange, dude. So like, I got a flashlight, I got that long stick, I was like poking around. Zoe was there looking around. She walked in to the back panel, like underneath my barbecue pit. She was sniffing around. I was like, did this fucker leave? Yeah, it fucking pushed out the refrigerator. Instead of going through that open spot.
I wonder why it pushed out the fridge. Because it was
Because that's where
fat to get around.
Because that's where it came. Probably that's how it came in. So that's how it knew to get out.
So it left.
Yeah.
So Joe Dirt didn't have to come.
Nah, he didn't.
That's good because that would have been like $200.
Nah, he told me it'd be $100. He said, "I'll do it to you. I'll do it for you for $100." He'll do it to me for $100.
He's like, I can do it before work for $100.
He's all.
I can't raccoon you.
Yeah, gross. Is that a thing? What's the
now.
wraparound with
It
the
is
little hand?
now.
The little hand, dude.
Wearing a mask.
Oh my gosh, man! When I saw that fucking hand sticking out, like when I told my mom about it, she said it was just like, she goes, "Oh, was it like that movie from Signs?" And I was like, "Yes, it was just like that."
Oh,
do you remember that
God.
scene?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, he
And
was
then-
looking for water or something.
Yeah, and then he
he
sees a
was afraid of
reflection
water
on the knife.
Yeah.
When the alien hand, it was just like that, just popped out, and then I was like, "Oh my god, dude!" It was that thing. Those things are fucking scary.
Are you okay?
I'm still getting chills about it right now.
Sounds like.
I think I'm gonna cry.
That's rough.
But have you ever encountered anything like that?
When TJ first moved in with
You're
us,
like, yeah, we eat them all the time.
all the fucking time. What are you fucking retarded?
Whatever. When she goes, maybe it's a raccoon. I was like, babe, why don't you just chase them off with a broom?
Yeah, babe. I'm on a conference call.
But it's
You got
that
this,
line
right?
from Forrest Gump. He's all, coons. Coon's trying to get on my back porch. Mama just chased him over the broom. You don't remember that?
I don't remember that.
So that's why I told her. I was like, just chase him out. Because I make a lot of references, like, all the time of Forrest Gump.
You do?
Yeah. Like, randomly. Like,
I should see that.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
I've seen that movie like 100 times.
Really?
So every once in a while, like, if I mess up her dishes or if I mess up anything, I'll just be like, I'm sorry I ruined your Black Panther party.
Your Black Panther party.
Because that's what he says.
Right.
Yeah, he's like, I'm sorry I ruined your Black Panther party. And then every time we have ice cream, I'm all, babe, Lieutenant Dan ice cream. And like, so all the kids are saying it. Like, we're just like, we sound like a truck full of fucking Forrest Gumps talking about ice cream.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Steve. Am I ruining your day for you?
My beauty rest. Yeah. My beauty sleeps.
You seem to be yawning a lot and checking your phone a lot. It's very rude.
Yeah.
The whiskey was spicy.
It's super rude. I keep checking my phone because my LA trip is falling apart. It's driving me crazy.
Tell me about your LA trip. How come I wasn't invited?
Because you can't take that much time off work?
How do you know? I have a shit ton of... I haven't taken any days off. I have like 3 weeks of vacation.
Because I wanted to go by myself.
Okay.
I'm not even taking my wife, man.
Who
Come
cares?
On. What? You're all who cares? Fuck her.
Yeah. What does she care? What does she matter? It's a guy's trip.
Yeah, it's falling apart. It's killing me.
So why wasn't I going? Because you... Oh, you just said it. Because you wanted to just be you.
Yeah, I just want to go by myself. Because I'm flying there and driving back.
That's fucking perfect. For me.
No,
as
me.
well.
Dude, come on. You can't be away from your kid for fucking 8 hours while he's in school next week.
Okay, that's a different fucking thing. That's going to school. I'm going to well, I'm not going, but...
You're just going to be away from your kid for like 10 days or however long I'm gone? Because I'm a baller like that.
Well, you're not a baller.
I wish I could edit that out myself.
You're not a baller. No, that's staying in. I'm going to put that on repeat.
God damn it.
That's going to be at the beginning of the episode and at the end of the episode.
Shit.
Let me just mark this right
That's
quick.
how it goes out.
I marked it.
Nobody likes you.
Well, so I mean, what was your trip about?
Well, let's pause and go get beers.
Go get them.
Why don't you have a screen on that window?
Why do I?
Why don't you?
I do.
Oh,
It's right there at the
I
bottom.
like alcohol.
Why is there so many? Why do you have so many beers in front of you?
No reason. I collect recyclables.
So what happens? What were you gonna tell me about your trip? Your lonesome trip?
Oh, we were talking about my trip. Yeah, dude, I was pulling fucking all my strings on this trip too.
What strings are you referring to?
Well, am I boring you?
I don't know what you're talking about. Just checking Instagram.
Yeah, how's Instagram treating you?
It's all right. I don't get a lot of traffic, but I don't post a lot, so I
You don't post a lot.
don't.
I kind of don't post a lot either.
I guess I should, but it's just like,
You should definitely post at least once an episode.
oh yeah, that. That's why there's exactly how many episodes.
right.
Like, maybe like 2 or 3 like after, but
Right.
like 2 or 3 plus just from random shit. But
Makes sense. Yeah, I forget about Instagram all the time. I'm kind of a Twitter guy.
I like Instagram. It's very. I think it's like artsy.
It's really hard for me to fucking figure out Instagram, man.
Like all your pictures are all like zoomed in, like
No,
super
it's
close.
not like that. Like, I don't ever fuck with my pictures, but I'm like whenever I want to talk to somebody, like send a message or something, I can't fucking figure out how to do it.
It's easier to do it on there rather than because on Twitter, don't they have to follow you first or give you access to that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So on these, you can just send them to whoever has fucking Instagram.
Yeah, but that sucks because then they can just straight up ignore you. Like Jason Lee is straight up ignoring me.
He didn't ignore me. He said thank you.
No, fuck off.
Yeah, with all his photography and shit.
I'll kill you in the face.
He's supposed to do on podcasts.
No, he doesn't. Because I asked him already.
He does podcasts all the time.
Yeah, he doesn't do this one.
Not yet.
I asked
But not
him.
with that fucking attitude.
So I showed up at his house.
We gotta try it again. We gotta try it again.
Oh man, that'd be so fucking amazing. Would you drive to Denton for that?
Dallas? Yes, definitely.
You're all, no, that's what telephones are for, Steve.
No, fuck it. Anywhere in Texas, I would drive to.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. I can dig
But
it.
if it's like some of the fine fellas, like the Kevin Rom and Johnny P, like those made sense.
Yeah. And, fucking Billy Dead or whatever. She's in Tennessee or wherever the fuck she
Yeah.
is.
See, like those make sense. But if it's somewhere like in Texas and then especially like a city like Dallas, that area.
Like a real city.
Well, no, I'm just saying like that's like the city we lived in for a little
Still
bit.
like fucking 6 hours from here, dude.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm just
I
saying,
used to say 5, but traffic's gotten worse.
right through Austin, right? Through Austin, you can. So, what strings are you pulling? With what? For what? What is this? What's the purpose of this? Is it to get your podcast off the ground?
No. So, really the reason is that my wife is going to go visit her friend in South Carolina. And I was like,
Well, what
I
about
want
me?
to go somewhere.
Oh, so it's one of the dude. You fucking asshole. You're an asshole. Like my wife was gonna go to Vegas and do all this other shit, or to New York or whatever. And I was like, well, where do I go? She's like, I don't know, just you and Steve go somewhere or something. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna think of something.
Well, think of something and we'll go.
No. Not anymore.
So, there's this guy named Clint
Right.
in California, and he has a hobby where he makes snow globes.
Snowballs? Gross.
Snow globes. And he made one for me, but he said that
So you said the postage is too expensive to mail to me.
No, he
Let me
said-
drive over there.
right.
To
Let me
get
drive-
it.
Yeah, I'll be right there. He doesn't want it on an airplane or in the mail because he's afraid it's going to break or leak or whatever. So he said he would only give it to me if I promised to drive it back. So that's really the whole impetus of the fucking trip. I'm going to fly in. He's going to pick me up from the airport. I'm going to stay at his house. And also at a hotel. Like, I'm probably only going to stay at his house for like a day or something. And then I'm going to drive it back. But,
Benicio.
oh my God, that scared me.
Close the door, son. Thank you. Close the door all the way. 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 Close it. Thank you. So cute. Welcome. Oh man, I'm gonna start crying so bad whenever he goes to school.
Yeah, you are. You're not going to be able to handle it at all.
I'm already teaching him like whenever he goes to the urinal, because he's at the age now where he'll just pull all his shit out. Like he'll put his pants,
Blaine
everything.
does that.
Still, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he doesn't. They don't grow out of it, right? So I'm trying to get him into it, to the groove, to where
Blaine will be 25 this year, and he's still like, if he's at a bar, he goes to piss at a urinal, he just pulls all of his shit down to his ankles.
to his ankles, and then he holds the shirt with his fucking chin.
Yeah, he holds his shirt with his chin. Now I say that as a joke, but he's told me that a couple times at a bar he's done that just to fuck around.
Yeah, I would do that. Like not even at a bar, just at a fucking SeaWorld or
You're
whatever.
like, I would just do that at the bar.
Like on it. Like,
Like I don't know what he's talking about. I would do that at the bar.
so I've been teaching him to like, son, just pull the front part out. Just your peep. That's it. And he's like this? I'm like, yeah, just like that. And he's like, okay. And I go, but you got to remember, if you're peeing next to someone, you got to look up. You can't look at other boys, other guys, peeps, other dicks. You can't look at them. And he's like, no? I was like, no, son. He's like, you.
He's like, no, that's not cool.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's still learning.
Sure.
Know what I mean? So I was like, no, you got to. No one looks at yours, and you don't look at anyone else's. And he's like, okay, I got it.
Yeah, pretend there's a newspaper on the wall. Because sometimes there is.
Yeah, and so check this out. So we were down at Blue Star on Sunday, just hanging out.
Was it first Sunday?
No, it wasn't. We were just driving around trying to look for random shit just to do, and we just ended up down at Blue Star. So we're just walking around.
All four of you?
Yeah, all four of us. And so we had just we'd left. Have you heard of this place called La Jacala? It's
No.
this Mexican restaurant over off West Avenue, down in the Deco district, over like 10 in Fredericksburg and West Avenue. It's so fucking badass. There's like these margaritas and beers. They bring them to schooners. Those big ass, Anyway, so we had just left there, and we're like, let's go do this. And I was like, we got there, and after I had any kind of alcohol, I have to pee. So we went.
You?
Yeah, me. And so we went into Blue Star, and so it's not a very big restroom inside there, and there's urinals, and I don't know why they don't put the fucking dividers up. They still don't. I don't know why. Like, what's so difficult about putting dividers? Do you know why?
No, I do.
Okay. I got to get to the bottom of this. But anyway, so I was like, okay, son, just the front. And he goes, okay. And there's an older gentleman, like 50, 55, peeing right next to us because this place is tiny as shit. And there were 2 lower urinals, and that's the one he can use. Anyway, made me so
and
proud.
you too.
Yeah. And so it made me so proud because he was just like, he pulled down the front and he was just looking up the entire time. Just looking up. And I was like, all right, are you done? He was like, yeah. I was like, just give it like one little shake, and he's all like, didn't look up. Didn't look down, just like shook it a little bit and then put it up, and he was like, all right, I'm done. And like, didn't I didn't even tell him to do that. Like, he was just, it just made me, I did a one good thing as a dad, I feel like.
Just the one.
Just the one so far. Oh, that, and I told him if he ever sees a hot girl to say hubba hubba.
Yeah, you told him hubba hubba? Mm-hmm. That's fucking awesome.
And he goes...
Does he know what a hot girl is?
And then I just told him that just before he got here. And he goes, Dad, that is so dumb. I was like, so he obviously is not into girls yet.
You're like, no, it works.
Yeah.
Well, that's how I met your mom.
I was watching Parenthood, so...
Hubba hubba. That's such a good movie.
Dude,
God.
I watched it just like 2
that
nights
movie
ago.
is so good.
That movie like holds up big time.
Fuck yeah, it does.
I absolutely love it. And like
I love Jason Robards in that movie.
I'm a coach for the kids' little league. You know what I mean? So I know
Kids Little League.
Yeah, like T-ball.
Not adult Little League, but kids.
No, I'm sorry. I said my kids' little league.
Let's check the tape.
Check it. I said my kids' little league, and T-ball. So when I know what like that, how that feels, like you just want your. I mean, even if you're in the stand, it doesn't matter. But if you're a coach, it's just like you don't want to feel too much favoritism, like put too much of it on them. You know what I mean? But it's so good. It's such a good movie. Spoiler alert. The one bad kid. What's his name? Jimmy, the older kid, the one with the curly hair, the leather jacket.
Amadeus. Yeah.
Amadeus. Yeah. Yeah. He leaves town. He leaves the kid with him.
Wait.
He leaves cool with the grandparents.
Wait.
Yeah. Spoiler.
Isn't that Dax Shepard's character?
What?
Did you watch Parenthood, the TV show? That was Dax Shepard's character.
Oh, was it? Oh, they had the same characters? Oh, that was a spin-off of that?
That Parenthood was from the show, from the movie.
Oh, I thought that was just trying to... Like, no one can think of their own shit. Well, obviously.
It was so good.
So bad?
Good. I watched every single episode.
Really?
I loved that show. That's where I really fell in love with Dax Shepard. He's fucking amazing.
So that character... Okay.
Yeah, because he's got a kid who's half black.
A half-black kid?
But he doesn't just fucking ditch him and run. It's a really good show. You should check it out. Season 7, there's a Mexican in it for just a minute.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's just real quick, though.
I'll check it out.
It's real quick.
I'll check it out.
You
But
can't,
just
you
that
can't go to the
episode.
bathroom. You will miss
But
it.
just that episode. And if I like that, just that
Nah,
episode.
she's in for probably 2 seasons. But she's also in Chips.
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm going to watch Chips tonight.
Oh my God, Chips is so
I don't
good.
know. I think I probably said it, right? That movie that I want to write,
You've mentioned the movie.
right?
Yeah. There's a whole
Did
episode about
did
it.
I did I mention the character? that I
No,
wanted
you
to-
were super cryptic about it.
Okay. Well, should I just, spoiler alert, just spill the beans now?
Why not? Everybody likes beans.
Who doesn't like beans? Kids are relentless, Steve. Do you have any?
No.
No?
No, I'm good, thanks.
But I think Michael Pena can play my character.
That guy's so
movie.
fucking badass in Chips. Hey, seriously, everybody who's listening, go see Chips. Well, go buy it. Rent it, borrow it, steal it.
Red box it.
Red box it. I don't give a shit.
VOD
Chips
VOD
is
it.
fucking amazing.
Is VOD a thing? VOD? Do you say VOD? Or no, just video on demand.
Go see Chips. It's so fucking good. Like, I didn't steer you wrong about Lethal Weapon, the TV show.
No.
I'm not steering you wrong about Chips. Chips is so fucking great. Chips is the best movie I've seen in years. I love Chips.
Really?
I love Chips.
And so the entire time you were watching the movie, you thinking of me?
The entire time I was watching the movie, I was thinking of me and you.
Okay, perfect.
I was totally like, oh my God, that's me. Oh my God, that's Alex. Oh, that's more Alex than it is me. But whatever, this is amazing. It's really cool.
I have seen one like GIF where he like lifts up somebody and like the dick hits him in the face when he's lifting someone up.
That's not in the movie. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's not?
No.
Okay. Maybe that's just I had a dream of? No. No, I didn't.
Yeah, that was an episode of this show. That was Finding STAX.
Wait, when did that?
Wait, which show? Are we talking about Parenthood?
Right. When did that happen? No, it's not that big of a slap. It's like a little baby one.
I took my son to see that movie in the theater. I took my wife to see that movie in the theater, and they both fucking loved it. And my son, when we were watching it, he leaned over and said, "That's Alex."
Yeah, I'm excited.
That movie is so good.
I'm gonna watch it tonight.
You should.
No shit.
I'm gonna. You should watch it tonight,
after Big Brother.
Tomorrow, the next day. It's an everyday thing.
Okay.
And Dax Shepard wrote that movie, produced that movie, directed that movie,
Shut
and starred
up.
in that movie.
Did he really?
Uh-huh.
That's impressive.
That's all him.
That's impressive.
It's so fucking good. D'Onofrio's in that movie.
He reminds me of my buddy from high school.
Vinny D does? Who's your buddy? Some fucking giant white guy from high school?
He looks white, but
What his name
Mexican. He's a rapper. JT Monies. Jason Torres. I gotta get him on the show. Oh,
You won't.
no. My buddy Matt Mayfield. Jason Torres, Matt Mayfield. Matt Mayfield and him, they went to elementary school together. And then we all met in 6th grade in middle school. That's what 6th grade is, middle school. Or some people call it junior high.
It's different.
I don't know. Middle school. Anyway, 6th grade. But anyway, he reminds me, like, the mannerisms and mostly from Full Metal Jacket. I'm just kidding.
Pile? Private Pile?
Private Pile. Anyway. Well, what's your podcast about? Because you're starting one, right?
Yeah. We don't have to talk about it if you don't want to.
Why not? I feel like if I get that one, then this one gets bigger, yours gets bigger, everybody wins.
We can just take over the world.
We could do our own Nerdist kind of thing. Or Ace.
Or Smodco.
Or Spot.
Yeah, just a network of shits.
Yeah. Do it like all hometown, all Texas, San Antonio.
Right.
That'd be fucking badass.
That'd be dope as shit,
That'd be
right?
fucking badass.
So it's called Fascination Street Pod. It's at fascinationstreetpod.com. The first episode will go up probably this coming Monday. And the first episode is just me having a conversation with my mother-in-law about sort of about her life, but I guess mainly it focuses on when she met her husband, like sort of a meet cute kind of that whole love story thing. Mm-hmm. There's a couple of other things in there about her brother. Oh, check this out. Her brother. So nowadays, kids will lie about their age so they can get booze. Okay? This was an age where her brother lied about his age so that he could go off to war in the Korean War. Like, he had to be like 17 or 18 or something.
That's badass.
And he lied about his age. He was 14 years old. when he lied about his age so that he could go off to Korea. And then he was a prisoner of war. Like, he got captured.
And he's 14, 15 years old?
Uh-huh. Yeah. And then after like a year or two in capture, they finally found out how old he really was, and they let him go.
Like the Koreans did?
Uh-huh. Like, that's just...
Wait, how did they find that out?
I don't fucking know.
We'll tell...
I don't even think she knows, because it's not like she was there. But anyway, it's a really cool story. It's probably only like 30 minutes long or something like that, the first episode. And it was recorded like in a quiet part of the airport when we were on our way to New York. So I'm in the...
So how did you do that? Were you just like, hey, I want you to tell me a story, but...
No, I was
or
like... Or
you already told her?
I was like,
you already
hey, we've got some time because our flight was delayed because
like not everybody's
all
like...
the fucking time.
Up for just being recorded on.
Right. So, I mean, I asked her and I was like, hey, look, I'm thinking about doing this thing and I was just wondering if you'd chit chat with me. And she was like, fucking why not? And so I got a couple of lav mics and we each had one and it just goes into my phone. And, I did my best to get all the background noise and the fucking coughing and sneezing and fucking overhead speaker shit from the goddamn airport out.
But I think that's like probably the best. I like that whole natural feel.
Yeah, it's supernatural. I also did one with her husband. We went to the Pacific War Museum in Fredericksburg, and I recorded in the car the whole way from his house to the museum.
How did that sound? Because I remember we recorded and I fucked up.
Oh my God. Here's the thing about my car is that it's super loud. We weren't in the truck, which is a little quieter. And so there's just so much fucking road noise. It's driving me crazy.
In your work truck?
No. Well, we were in the Land Rover.
Oh, okay.
It's so fucking loud in there. It's crazy. I don't know what that's all about.
That's weird.
I got to figure out how to adjust my levels on the lav mics or something because it's fucking crazy, all the road noise.
Boring shit.
Super boring shit. But I talked to him for a long time. A long fucking time. Like 6 hours. And most of it's garbage, but like he used to have a fucking monkey as a pet. He talks about when he was in Nam. He talks about turning down the FBI, like for a job. Like he got shot once, not in Vietnam, like back home in fucking Podunk, Mississippi. He got shot. And that's what it is. That's what this other podcast is. It's like my family is like I had my sister. My sister came in to you know how my mom has that award that's named after her, and then every year I go present that award.
Wait, so you do present that?
Yeah, but this time my sister came in and she presented it this time. So this is her first time.
Okay.
And so she flew in and she stayed with me for the night or whatever, and I just lit up the mics and we started talking about how she felt about like how was the experience of presenting that award, and then it spun off into
Grown out.
It spun off into a bunch of just growing up, being brother and sister growing up.
Badass.
Most of that I won't be able to air until my dad's dead.
Why?
Because it doesn't paint him in the greatest light.
Well, my mom listens to our podcast.
Hi, Mom. Sorry about Sonny's knuckles.
So, I mean, maybe she's gotten to that episode, maybe she hasn't, but I mean, I haven't been...
Yeah, but my dad doesn't... I haven't told my dad, because I've said things on here about him that he can't hear. It'll crush him, because he's a fucking pansy. But...
I don't remember saying anything that bad. I said it that bad.
That bad. I think we talked about...
We talked more about...
We were talking about our first jobs and stuff. Yeah, there was a lot of things that didn't make my dad look good there.
That was kind of funny. The weed thing. That was kind of funny. It's like, nah, dog, I'm getting 40. It's 40.
No,
it's not 20. It's 40.
So I talked to my sister for a long time about that, and then at one point Blaine jumped in on that, and so it was Blaine and me and my sister, and I was like, well, what do you want to hear, Blaine? You're always asking all these questions about growing up. Like, what do you want to hear? request the hits. So it's just shit like that. And then, there'll be times when I'm not with you. Like, really what I want to do with it is, I travel sometimes to go see my wife in all these different cities and whatnot. And I want to be able to sit down with, like, those CEOs.
So instead of doing, like when you brought the Man on the Stoop episode, like, what was episode was it? I remember
it was when I went to New York the first time.
It was Where Were You When? You remember? Because we talked about the 9/11 and all that shit like that. So like extended episodes of that conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot like that. It's gonna be a lot of lav mics and road noise.
To me, I like that just because it's more natural. Like, not everybody has the time or the ability to be in a fucking professional studio or anything like that. So, like, whenever we did the Piñata protest one, I mean, that was, you heard fucking everything.
Dude, that was one of my favorite shows.
But you hear everything, and it sounds cool as shit.
You did hear
I like, because it feels like you're there. Like,
were you using that mic?
Yeah, and it feels like you're there and you're experiencing all the beers with them and with us as a group, and we're literally just hanging out. Like, I like that. I like the idea. Like, don't edit out any noise. I mean, I think.
Oh my god, I've edited out so much noise.
That would get, like, very tedious, and
it takes for fucking ever. Yeah. Oh my god, it takes forever. But I am in the intros for each episode. I am like, look, guys, I appreciate your patience. I'm working on it. I'm still learning. I'm still trying, but I'm very excited about it. And I don't know. I just think it'll be cool. And then when I go to LA, I'm gonna fucking record as much as I possibly can. Because when am I ever going to do that again, And so hopefully I'll be able to, bank, a lot of episodes. I think the episodes will probably be somewhere between like 30 minutes and an hour, somewhere in there. Like, depending on, like, my mother-in-law was, I don't know, 34 minutes or something like that. Not
extended ones like the way we do.
But that's kind of what it's geared toward. It's geared toward, like, sometimes when I go visit Sean at those weird cities or whatever, she's at work. And I've got fucking, 7.5, 8 hours to kill. I'll go interview a homeless person. I don't give a fuck. Like, why not?
Do it, man.
So that's kind of what it's about. Plus, like Sean said she's going to do one with me. That'll be really cool. That'll be super dope.
Work out all your issues with each other. I want to hear that. Ask each other what makes you really mad about it, and then really dive into it.
Oh my god! I'm all. Hey Alex, can I sleep in the studio for a while?
Hey, it doesn't feel that bad anymore, right?
Nah, this is great.
You know why?
Because you cranked it down.
Well, yeah, I did a little bit. Not like super low, like frostbite or anything. Not like sour toe frostbite style or anything. But no, I closed some vents. Like, there's vents in the washroom. Why do I need?
Right. I would like to have you on the other podcast over at.
What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. Whatever. Just things.
Oh, so we'll get interviewed. I'll get interviewed this time.
What?
I'll get interviewed this time?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, fucking, I'll just straight up interview you over at my studio.
And then I'll put that episode on here.
That'd be cool as fuck.
It'd be perfect.
Let's do it.
All right.
But you should really come check out my setup, because I got.
Oh, I am. I'm gonna piss all over it.
I got 4 mics.
I'm gonna UFC all over it.
Shit all over it. Because I'm a baller like that.